I love love. I love the attention. I love the fame. But I'm not. It's not something that motivates me. What motivates me is doing a good song. A song like Pan Nasha, I think what works in its favor is that it's already a familiar song. So it won't take a lot of brain cells to understand the song.
Yeah. Speaking of collaboration, come on, Armaan, Ed Sheeran, I cannot not mention that here.
He told me, hey bro, I feel like your remix is one of the best from all the stuff that I've done on Two Step. He came to India for that tour, for that show in Mumbai. Yeah. We went out for a few dinners. I took him out to a few places in Mumbai. Everyone is just in their egos here for some reason. I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's an Indian thing or it's what it is. No one's wanting to it's teamwork is lesser here. Times where people make you feel, "Arey, tu abhi bhi chota hai." There's a lot of time for you. Those quick hits are also quick dips.
True.
Even when I'm 80, I want to be doing a concert and singing.
For sure.
I have faced it 1 or 2 times wherein some things have been thrown at me on stage. There have been times where I have been told to get off stage sooner because there's another big artist that needs to go on stage.
You are on a road trip with Sonu Nigam and he suddenly asks you to sing one of his songs.
Oh my God. ये दिल दीवाना दीवाना है दिल.
Hey everyone, this is Hesha Chimah and joining me here for a conversation today is none other than Armaan Malik. Hello friend, how are you?
How are you doing, Hesha?
We're like twinning,
okay.
Yeah.
Fist bumping.
We're fist bumping and we're pretty much in denim.
Yes.
But no, you're like in a full denim on denim.
I
am. But listen, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Start of the year, multiple reasons that I have to congratulate you for on camera. One is to Shadi, of course. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Second is, of course, the Ghana, which is also out right now, will be soon out as well. What's the status of Pan Nasha 2.0 right now?
So the audio's out and the video's going to be out very soon.
Fab. Yeah. And a video has Abhay Varma, somebody who we all love.
Yes, video has Abhay and the girl singer Pragati, she's also featured in it.
Why aren't you in the video as well?
I think वो plan हो चुका था तब तक. And I honestly, I was probably someone who joined the project once it was all conceptualized. So I was like, cool, no problem. We'll do many more together when I'm there. I mean, there are some projects where I love just lending my voice, some being part of the visual, and I feel like the video they wanted to go with a complete new cast and go with that. So I was like, there's no stress at all.
Yeah, you're quite chill, you're not at all a stressful person.
Not at all. I was like, I'm loving that I'm getting to sing a song that I love from the 90s, which is such an iconic song, and it's done in a way which is so beautiful. So I was just very happy to be on board.
But listen, tell me, I've always wanted to ask you this. How does it feel to be the heartthrob of the nation? That people love you not just for your voice, but also for the way you look, right? Vanity is also an important part of being Armaan Malik. Well, that's true. So how do you look at it like that? And now you have broken your heart, shaadi wadi ho gaya. Aashna, somebody who I love you, Aashna.
I don't know. I mean, I've never looked at myself from any lens. I've just been just been me. And I am aware, which is all that I want to be. That's it. I don't want it to go to my head or whatever. I love that I get the attention. I mean, who wouldn't?
Yeah.
But I mean, it's beautiful to get that kind of love, to get that attention, and as someone who works really hard in the industry, you strive for that. I mean, at the end of the day, you're like, okay, I'm putting out these songs, I'm putting out these music videos, I want people to love me. And I think everyone wants that. If you're in the showbiz and you don't want people to love you, I don't know what you're doing.
That's true.
So,
I know, that's true.
So that's, if anyone is saying, no, I just want to do my own thing and be in one corner, that's all bullshit. To be very honest.
Yeah, and what are you going to do in that corner? Then just sit in the bathroom probably and do your singing and acting.
I love love. I love the attention. I love the fame. But I'm not, it's not something that motivates me. What motivates me is doing a good song. What motivates me is, I'm part of a room full of people, creative people who are amazing at what they do.
Right.
That's the stuff that motivates me. All these are byproducts of what I do. So I've never been okay, is wajah se mujhe kuch karna hai. It's never been that.
Yeah, I think that if that's pretty much clear, then you're more sorted also in that sense.
I mean, I love myself, but I'm not obsessed self.
Yeah, you're not a narcissist, let's just put it that way.
But I love myself.
Yeah, That's very important, isn't it?
Yeah.
But listen, I have to ask you, when you decided to lend your voice to Pan Nasha, right? Like, it's such an iconic song, like you
Yes.
said. We all 90s people like relate to it, and it is a song that somewhere down the line is that cult favorite song.
Correct.
मतलब प्यार का गाना आया तो ये तो आना ही आना है.
100%.
तो क्या थोड़ा सा डर लगा था कि इसका 2.2 वर्जन कर रहे हो आप? You were chill with it?
I mean, honestly, मैं recreation से दूर रहता हूँ.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, if it has to be done well.
Yeah.
I always trust a recreation when it's done by my brother Armaan, because I know for a
He'll kill
fact
it.
that he'll kill it, that he'll handle it. He'll make sure that the original composers and lyricists, feel respected.
Yeah.
Feel like their creation wasn't tampered with. If at all, it was enhanced. I think so. That's why I always rely कि यार हाँ recreation करे तो अमल होना चाहिए भाई corner में सबसे पहले. That tick mark should be there. But apart from that, I think even when it comes to my delivery, my vocal tone, because the song is so iconic, because legendary people have sung it and composed it, I wanted to make sure that when I do my thing, I obviously carry the essence of it. लेकिन अरमान मलिक का DNA भी होना चाहिए, क्योंकि that's what my listeners will look forward to. So I've done my own thing. I've added my own flavor, because I think that's important. If you're putting a song which was from the 90s in 2025, it needs to exist in today's palette and the way it's sung and the way it's approached.
Yeah.
So I gave it my complete stamp when it comes to my singing. And Amal's done a fabulous job with just like decorating it musically, and Rashmi Viraksa is just like... The thing is, we've kept the hook lines the same. There are lots of familiar lines from the original, but small tweaks here and there have made it fresh. Like, the thing is, we didn't want to tamper with what is already set in people's heads, because if you do that, then it's like the complete disconnect from the song.
Yeah.
We've kept, I would say, around 60 to 70% of the original essence. That 30% is what changes the whole song for you. So like dang, da-dang, da-da-dang, da-dang, da-dang. That's a musical piece in the song, but यहाँ पे is the मुखड़ा of the song. It's the verse of the song. दिल मेरा मेरा ही रहा नहीं, कहाँ है पता नहीं, बता के भी गया नहीं. And it's such a cute line. दिल मेरा कहाँ है पता नहीं, बता के भी गया नहीं. So it's such a cute, like that first love wala feeling, like you don't even know where my heart has gone. Like I'm completely in love with, and for the first time ever in my life. So capturing that essence and doing it in today's day and age with the modern sound and the way, the aesthetic that Amal and Virag have put together is just, I'm grateful to be part of this.
Amazing.
Yeah.
What do you think today's audiences really want as far as music is concerned?
They just want it to be super authentic and simple. I mean, I think overcomplication is not something that they're looking at. Also, I know for a fact that a lot of listeners today, young listeners, listen to stuff on, like, if something is already trending on Reels, or like if it's doing well already, that's when they get gravitated to listen to a song.
Yeah.
So it's called reverse marketing now. You have to do, instead of marketing the audio, you're sampling the audio via video through an influencer or through like whatever. So that's how it's working today.
Yeah.
But having said that, I think when they hear a song, it has to be super catchy right when it, when it's sampled or played.
Yeah.
So a song like Pan Nasha, I think what works in its favor is that it's already a familiar song. So it won't take a lot of like brain cells to understand the song.
Yeah, true.
But it is a new version of it. It's a new take on it, and a lot of kids from today's generation who might not even know that this song existed, for them it's a brand new song altogether.
Yeah.
So I think from that perspective, we have a lot of points that we've already scored. So I think the reaction should be good. The way we've done it is really nice. Just hoping that the audience just gives it all their love and like a warm hug to the song.
For sure. So I had interviewed Abhay Verma, and he happened to mention that
he's a very promising actor. So I really loved him in Munjia, and I think he really looks like one of those boys who can really do well in Bollywood. It just feels like that.
It just gives that vibe, right?
Like
and you know what he happened to mention in my interview was that one of the biggest compliments that he ever got, that he looked a little bit like Aamir Khan in Pan Nasha, that song.
Oh,
and life comes a full circle today because he's a part of that song. You've lent your voice to that.
Amazing.
Like, did you know? Like, did you guys happen to have a conversation?
No, unfortunately, I've not met him, and hopefully through the promotions of the song, we'll get to meet each other.
Yeah.
And I think he's really promising, and I'm so glad that young talents are coming together. I think that's what it's all about. You know, collaborating with people of this generation, doing something together. I think now we're seeing a new wave of talent anyway coming in. Into the industry. New singers, new composers, new actors, new directors. There's a whole fresh pool of like creatives, and I think it's a great time to be part of the industry in general.
Yeah, that's so true actually, because there's just so many avenues and so many opportunities for us to dabble into.
100%.
It's crazy. But speaking of collaboration, come on Armaan, Ed Sheeran, I cannot not mention that here. Listen, gotta take me through it all, because this is the first time I'm asking you about how did that even happen? You guys knew each other for a while? How did the first clock happen? Everything.
He mentioned this on stage actually in Hyderabad, where
listen, he loves you. We know that.
I have no clue how that came about. It's just in 2021, I think, his team reached out to my label here in India, Warner Music, and we kind of like wanted to. He wanted an Indian version or a remix of one of his songs called Two Step.
Yeah.
And he was doing it around the world. There were different remixes from different countries, and he really wanted an Indian artist. And one of his biggest markets is India, from a listenership point of view. So he really wanted to tap into India and like get into the full culture. And I happened to be part of the label, and because I also sing in English, and it just seemed like the best fit, and they really wanted me on board, his team. And I sang the verse, and I just sent it over, and I got this really sweet DM from him. He told me, "Hey bro, I feel like your remix is one of the best from all the stuff that I've done on Two Step."
Wow.
And it's really, I really love your verse on it. And it just started from there. It just started with like a DM conversation. And from there, I attended his show in Denmark. And Aashna is a huge fan of Ed. So for her birthday, we did this trip to Copenhagen for Ed's concert. And I just randomly texted him, like DM'd him and said, hey, it's Aashna's birthday and we're coming to your concert. Is there a way we can meet you? Because at that point, we had the song out. I had done the collaboration with him on Two Step, but we had never met. And I was like, what better occasion to meet him? And then we got to meet him backstage. It was still COVID times, so they were being very, very careful and stuff. And they were doing this COVID test before we meet him. And I was like, please God, कुछ ऐसा कुछ
बीच में नहीं निकलना,
कुछ आना नहीं चाहिए. And then we got to meet him for like, I think 5 or 10 minutes, and then he had to go attend to his babies. They were really small, and it's cute that he gets them along on tour. So we met him for 10 minutes, and he said, I'm coming to India in 2024 for a tour. And I said, we have to meet then. And then 2 years passed. I mean, 2022 went by, 2023 went by, and then 24 he came to India for that tour, for that show in Mumbai.
Yeah.
And that's when we reconnected again. And Bato mein we were like, why don't we do Two Step live? And I was like, I would love to.
Yeah.
And then it just happened, and from then on, it's just been a friendship with him. And we went out for a few dinners. I took him out to a few places in Mumbai because he wanted to just step out and have fun.
Yeah.
And made him have some really amazing Indian khana. He loves Indian food. So yeah, it's just, I think what has happened is that we've built a friendship, and we've somewhat, more than just the music. It's just that we're very tight as just people, as humans. And I think that is for me a bigger award than anything else.
Absolutely.
Just from a human to human level.
Yeah.
And the kind of admiration and respect he's shown towards me and my craft, I think that is incredible to see, because someone as massive as he is, it's just to hear that from him, It's just like, for me, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm good.
Yeah, you're done. You're like Ed approved.
Yeah, and then Hyderabad, he announced, and Hyderabad's literally my second home. So I sing so many songs in Telugu, so it's like literally home ground for me. We were just having a conversation, and I'm like, I would love to like just open for you, and then I opened for him in Hyderabad, and again we did two-step together, and it was just beautiful. We hung out. I took him around Hyderabad as well. We had like Halim, and like I'm a big foodie, so and he's also a massive foodie. So it was just, I think it's just wholesome overall, just the relationship with him. It extends beyond just like professional, that music setting.
Yeah.
And I love that. I think that is my main key with any collaborator. Any person that I meet, I feel like I want to connect with them on a human level, because वो energy match नहीं होगी ना, तब music नहीं अच्छा बनेगा, या कुछ भी आप आगे सोचोगे to do anything also.
Yeah.
It's just that those energies need to click, and it did so beautifully.
Yeah, in his case, so definitely, we've all seen it. But Armaan, I also have to ask you this. As two people from like cross borders, right?
Yeah.
Like you and Ed both together. From a music perspective, have you all had any kind of like creative inputs or like creative takeaways? Did you take one or two things from him that you feel India needs to adapt as well, and vice versa?
I think one thing that I've noticed is that he is open to absolutely anything. He's open to experimenting. He wants to learn new things, and it's just that openness is very, very. It's a void in India. I think a lot of artists are so self-consumed. They're like, okay, नहीं मैं ऐसे ही करता हूँ, ये मेरा तरीका है, and that's it.
Yeah.
Very closed.
Yeah.
The collaboration means you're open to doing and doing something and like trying ideas.
Correct.
And I think that is one thing that I have definitely learned and picked up from him. It goes to show why he is where he is.
Yeah, that's also true.
As simple as that.
Yeah, the fact that he's open, and I think we also need to do that here in India as well.
He has a whole album called Number 6 Collaborations, which is every song is a collaboration. It's a song with Bruno Mars, then he has a song with Camila Cabello, and then a bunch of songs, Khalid, then Justin Bieber. He's basically someone, I think like he's on a quest to have all his like collaborations come to life, and in that album especially.
Yeah.
And it's just beautiful to see that, and I think that if we can replicate that in India, we'll have so much more success in music.
Yeah.
Just artists coming together. Everyone is just in their egos here for some reason. I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's an Indian thing or it's what it is. No one's wanting to like. It's teamwork is lesser here. Like wanting to build together is less, but it's happening slowly. The younger blood is doing
that.
it.
Yeah. But do you think that's also because maybe the younger generation is a lot more secure in themselves? Do you think that's also the case?
For sure.
Yeah, because 100%. I feel the industry does sort of make you insecure of your own self sometimes, right?
Like my dad's era, when I used to hear the stories, it used to be like war, battle lines are drawn between composers, between singers, between artists. And I think today that whole thing is not there. The young people don't want it.
Yeah.
It's a hindrance.
Yeah. Armaan also mentioned that to me. He's like, Papa's always very happy that, when he sees us do great in life, because he feels that sort of through us, he's living his dream
Even
too.
siblings back in the day used to never work together because there was always so much like unban and then, but today, like with me and Amal, even though we have such contrasting working personalities, but we come together and we do our thing, and it's that striking that balance.
Yeah, amazing. Tell me something, that another aspect of your personality is the fact that you are married to somebody who's equally big and influential in her own way. Like social media, I mean, I've seen her journey right from 2013 to now, and you yourself have a 14 million fan base following to keep up to with your singing and everything else that you do. As a couple together, like, do you all discuss social media by and large, or do you all not take it so seriously? Like, where are you all on that place? Especially you all are such power couples in that manner.
We have to take it seriously because it's part of our jobs in a way, but we wish not to. I don't know how to explain.
I know, it makes sense. You don't want to get your head.
We really want to just like switch off. Like, I'm literally obsessed with my phone, and she hates that about me. So that's something that I need to change about myself. But literally, we'd wish there would be a way where we could just throw our phones and just be in the moment. But it's unfortunate because there's so many things that we need to do on the daily, like make reels and like make content and like post it and like it's just there's a lot happening in the social media universe, and like we were just discussing, it's not just about the craft anymore. It's about so much more. So that's one aspect that we both get bugged about, but it's part of the job, and we try to do it as organically as possible, as authentically as possible. A lot of people do social media for social media. We do it because it's an extension of our personality. So whatever we're doing, whether it's brand collaborations, whether it is our music, my music, or her fashion content, we try to make it as much as close as it can be to Aashna or to me, and our personalities. So that's how we kind of like balance our social media stuff.
Amazing. But do you all feel the pressure of being a power couple of some sorts?
I don't know. I mean, I love that people consider us a power couple, but I mean, we've never really, that thought has never dawned upon us. We just like, we just want to do, we just want to have fun. That's it. I mean, like when it comes to even content, some stuff that we put up together, stuff we put up with our pet, Tofu, it's just us. It's just like casual and just Armaan and Aashna. It's just nothing else. Like there's no, we have to do this because we are now together or whatever. There's no like, it's not pretentious, I would say. Is that the right word to use?
That's the right word to use. You're not pretending it. Did you take Pan Nasha to her? Like, do you take your music to her and be like, listen, be the first specimen to listen to it all?
She's always my biggest critic. She is my biggest critic.
More than Armaan also?
I think more than Armaan, for sure. But I think that's what you need in a partner, someone who really, really cares about you and what you do, and want to make sure that you're doing things right. I think. And I always make sure that I show her any picture I've clicked, obviously pictures she has to vet.
Of course.
Because that's her universe.
That is her,
But musically, I also lean on her because she has a very, very keen, sense in music. And now, obviously, with the wedding, she sang a song with me. So it's all the more special. Now, she is a great singer. No one knows this. She's a very shy person. That's it. So she's not ever revealed that side of hers. But musically, she is very sharp. So every time I've made a song, she's the first person I play it to.
Amazing. Good enough to get her to sing as well. She's going to hate us for this, I feel. She'll be like, what is this? I'm hiding my talents and y'all are just like throwing it out there.
It was a struggle to get her to sing that song we did for the wedding. But I mean, I convinced her.
Amazing. That was, I think, one of the most heartwarming weddings that we saw. So it was really cool.
Thank you.
And then later we were like, oh my God, this is amazing. Your journey sort of feels personal, yours and hers, because y'all have made us believe that, somebody who wants to be a somebody can be a somebody through hard work. And that's what happened. Because then when we see like y'all are getting papped or y'all are getting spotted, it's a great feeling. Everybody, like aspirational is what I would say.
Wow, that means a lot. Thank you.
You're welcome. Also, I want to ask you, today when you look at music by and large, let's say whether it's films or whether it's OTT or even television for that matter of fact, there's so much music happening even there. And of course, independent labels and artists, right? Where's the growth for each one of y'all in these departments? And as you mentioned, collaboration is important. Right? That's one part of it. Other than that, what else do you see?
It's become a very difficult landscape to navigate. Especially because there's so many new artists, there's so much content out there. To break through the clutter has become very difficult. Back in the day, there were very few singers. There were just like 10 singers. Back in the day, I mean, like at the time when I had just come onto the scene, there was probably me, Benny Dayal, Mohammad Irfan, Divya Kumar, Arijit Singh, Sonu Ji, KK Sir, Shan Sir, Shreya Ghoshal, Sunidhi Chauhan. It was just like, probably you could count the number of singers that are there. But now it's not the case. There's just like a new singer every day. And there's a new song that's trending every day. And it's getting very, how do I say, it's become more like, okay, it's trending for like a bit, any song or any artist, and then it just dies down, and that sustenance is not there. And something that I chase, I'm someone who wants to have a 50-60 year long career, like Rafi Saab, Lata ji, that's the career that I have always envisioned for myself. Like even when I'm 80, I want to be doing a concert and singing.
For sure.
So that's my dream. But in today's landscape, to make that happen, you have to take some really tough choices. You have to be very careful with what you put out, because those quick hits are also quick dips.
True.
I don't know how else to put it. There are a lot, like at least with me, I've been able to cement my position in the industry as a singer-songwriter, as obviously traditionally as a playback singer, and then now I'm doing a lot more independent stuff. So that positioning has happened already. So for me, that is not the tougher part. Now it's about okay, I have 30 hits. Now it's about finding the next hit.
Yeah.
And that will happen gradually. I can't force it.
True.
I mean, I can try to, but it might not work, or might work and not be me.
Correct.
And I'll feel bad about that.
Yeah.
So there are times where some hits happen out of nowhere and you have no reason why it happened. So it's very unpredictable, the landscape today, and I hope that over a period of time we get some kind of understanding how it should work. But right now it's open to all, and it's a good thing and a bad thing in a way, because there's so many people, there's so much clutter, there's so much noise to break through. It's either people really love what you've put out in the first instant and it becomes a viral hit, or there's lots of money being put in to market the song and shoved down people's throats. People's throats. Yeah,
that's actually the harsh.
These are the only two ways that a song can make it big, I think, in today's, especially what's happening today. But having said that, I think real musicians, real artists who are really true to their craft, in the next few years, people will see through the bullshit.
Yeah, true.
There's a lot of noise, a lot of mediocrity that's there in the industry, which is a little disheartening for people who have put in so many years of training, learned their craft, worked so hard, and then substandard work gets attention. That is something that is really, really like disheartening for a lot of artists. And I talk to a lot of artists on the daily, and that's something we all feel collectively. But I feel like people are really seeing through bullshit much more today than any other time before. If you're not singing, you're not up to the mark, you're not doing well with your craft. It's as simple as you have to be good at what you do.
For sure.
Simple.
I also have to ask you, it's very important since you're a on-stage live performer yourself, right? There are so many things that are happening for the bad, and you probably know what route I'm taking. There are sometimes mics that are thrown, at an artist when somebody's singing. Things are thrown apart,
Someone's thrown a cigarette at me when I was on stage, so
see, exactly.
I know
how bad that gets. And with the whole current Udit Narayan controversy also happening, sometimes you don't know whether what's media blown, which is something that I take onus for, in all honesty, and sometimes it's just what happens, right? As an artist, as a performer yourself, how do you see these bad things? What's your message out there for it to stop?
I can only speak for myself.
For sure.
Because other artists ke jo cheezein hain, that's not something that it comes in my view. But I have faced it one or two times wherein some things have been thrown at me on stage. There have been times where I have been told to get off stage sooner because there's another bigger artist that needs to go on stage. And recently at the Grammys also something happened where there's a producer called Babyface, and they interrupted his interview, and suddenly they got some new trending artist to come into the interview, and he literally, oh, you all want to do that? Okay, cool, I'll leave. And he left. Because obviously he was like, you're not talking to me, you're not doing the interview with me. Halfway through the interview, they just called the other artist because she was just walking away on the red carpet. So it's like artists need to deal with these kind of things on the daily. There are lots of times where there's a lot of disrespect, there's a lot of hurt that happens to artists, and I've gone through it as well in my own concerts and scenarios like that. But you have to take it in your stride. You have to have, like they say, when you're in the business, you have to develop a hard shell.
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
It's as simple as that.
The whole cigarette thing that you told me is ridiculous.
It's happened to me. There's worse that's happened. There's people have frozen a bottle, मतलब पानी डाल के उसको freeze कर दिया, तो there's ice in the bottle and that's been thrown.
Oh my God.
And it's just they're not even fans. They're just random people who just want to, I think it's attention seeking.
Yeah.
It's just okay, मैंने कुछ कर दिया.
Yeah.
Types. So we have to tackle that. As artists, it's unfortunate that these things happen at concerts, but been in the industry for so long that now I know how to navigate my way through all of this.
Yeah, and that's very sad and like unfortunate that things like these are even happening. But you know, sometimes there is content which comes out on social media, which is probably what you faced as an artist. Then sometimes people are just doing it to go viral or trending. Put out a message for everybody out there, man. It's very important that younger people, especially younger musicians, younger talent, if they want to come on board, that's not the vision that they should take.
Yeah, I mean, my only message to younger artists, you know, and me saying it actually makes a lot more difference because I've been singing since the age of 8. So
Why do you think I asked you?
I literally know what it takes to be where I am, and it's crazy the amount of times where people make you feel, "Arey, tu abhi bhi chota hai." You know, there's a lot of time for you. And you know, the younger generation, I know how they are. They want everything now, and that's not how it works. And I know that people will make you feel like, okay, there is time. You अभी छोटा है, बहुत सारी चीजें सीखने को है, सीखना चाहिए हमें. We should learn a lot about our craft. So my only thing is, you should be great at what you do. If you're a singer, if you're a music composer, if you're a musician, please learn your craft like incredibly well, because anyone at any time can give you a mic or an instrument and you have to do your best. And that's literally, I've been put on stages and in situations where I have to like just give my 100%, otherwise I won't get that opportunity, or I won't get that because there are so many people who are waiting in to just swoop in and get that. You have to be so good at what you do that when people see you perform or like deliver a song, they have no option but to take you. And that is something that I would like to tell all the you know, young singers out there. That's not about that viral video. और आ जाएगा वो आपके talent के virtue से, all those things will happen. But just focus on, if you're a singer, please focus on making sure that you're a great singer. If you're a composer, make sure you write 100 bad songs by the time you arrive at that one good song. And if you're a musician, please learn each of your instruments, respective instruments, really well to a point where you feel like you're the best at what you do. So yeah, that's my only message to young musicians out there. That's it.
Amazing. You know, on a lighter note, Armaan, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to put you in some really fun, awkward situations.
Oh God.
I know. And you have to quickly and rapidly sing a song, if you can, to that particular situation.
Okay.
But if you do not want to sing a song, you give an answer.
Cool.
So this is like, if you want to escape it, you sing a song because it's an awkward situation. If you don't want to escape it, you say something, which is like a one-liner. Cool. Are you ready for the awkward situations? Okay, cool. Let's do it. First one is, let's say Armaan has a concert mishap. Okay, your microphone stops working right in the middle of a concert. What are you going to do?
Just go into the audience and then ask them to sing or complete the song with me.
Smart.
Yeah.
Okay, you gave me an answer for it. Fine.
Oh, I have to sing a song?
No, you can either sing. If you want to dodge, there are awkward situations. I'm warning you.
Okay,
So
cool.
if you want to dodge it, you give a song. If you want to answer it, you sing.
Done.
Okay, cool. I'm being nice to you because I know you personally as well. Okay, second one. Diljit Dosanjh pulls you on stage for an impromptu duet. What would you do?
What song can we sing together?
Anything.
He just pulls me in.
Yeah, now you'll do an impromptu duet with him.
मतलबी हो जा जरा मतलबी दुनिया की सुनता है क्यों खुद की भी सुन ले कभी.
Fab. Okay, works. Next, you completely forget the lyrics of a song, okay, while you're performing on stage. How would you do damage control?
I'll probably sing in a different language altogether. So like if I'm say in Mumbai and I forget the lyrics of a Hindi song, I'll sing in Telugu.
Do it for me. Now let's say.
Like, how do I do this?
अब पहला नशा ही भूल जाओगे तो क्या गाओगे फिर उसको तेलुगु में?
नहीं, पहला नशा तो नहीं भूल सकता हूँ. Like if I'm singing, कुछ है जुनून सा कुछ पागलपन है सौ बातें करता है, and I suppose I wouldn't forget the hook line, but if I forget बुद्धू सा माने बुट्टबम्मा नन्नु सुट्टुकुंटिवे जिंदगी के अटबमई जंटा कट्टुकुंटिवे.
Man, oh my God, you turned this.
This wouldn't fly live at a concert, it will sound very, very bad. But I'm just doing it for this interview.
It might just. Who knows?
ठीक है, I shall try.
नहीं ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. ये तो situations which you have to avoid.
Oh God.
I'm giving you dirty ones. Okay. If you were to wake up to a sore throat right before a recording.
Oh my God.
Nightmare.
Worst nightmare.
चलो हैक दे दो फिर. इसमें तो गा ही नहीं सकते क्योंकि थ्रोट ही नहीं है.
हाँ. Sore throat अगर है before a recording, what would I do?
हाँ.
Push the recording.
हाँ. I think knowing you, you will not sing with that sore throat. You're such a perfectionist.
I do try, but I would usually push the recording.
Okay.
And हम कर सकते हैं stage पे तो कर सकते तो
Humbly you're walking on this कि ये हम कर सकते हैं stage पे.
कल करूँ मैं चलेगा. If it were like earlier in my career, I would have gone with the sore throat.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
But now I have that comfort with like composers, like, okay, can I do it tomorrow, please?
So you can take that.
I can get away with it.
Okay, cool. You are on a road trip with Sonu Nigam and he suddenly asks you to sing one of his songs.
Oh my God. ये दिल दीवाना दीवाना है ये दिल.
Perfect song. So I was also thinking that's exactly what you're going to sing. Okay.
And I sing it like him.
Yeah, you just did that. ठीक है.
दीवाना
है ये दिल. Oh God, he's such a lovely person himself.
Yeah, he's too good. And he mimics so many singers.
I know.
So I'll mimic him in front of him.
That would be epic. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's purposely making it. Can you sing in my voice? Can you take that? So he made me sing once. And I was like, what are you doing in an interview? You're embarrassing me. I can't even sing.
He's too cool.
Yeah, he and I think one more person made me sing was Kumar Sanu.
Oh,
because
God.
I made him sing in my interview and he's like, listen, I think even you can sing with me. And I was like, my career is damaged. I can't do none of this right now. Okay, 2 more questions before we move forward from here. If you could time travel to a concert, which musician would you choose if you could perform with? Anybody. So somebody from history, basically.
Michael Jackson.
Oh, damn. Do you have a song that you think you can perform with him where you are?
Human Nature. There's a song called Human Nature. And I also feel like if I had to go back in time, I wish when he comes on stage and he just stands and poses, I wish I could just pose with him once and just feel that energy.
Oof. Wow, that
because
would
he
be
used to stand literally for 5 minutes without moving and the crowd was just erupting. I just want to feel that once.
Crazy. Okay. Amitabh Bachchan approaches you to give him a vocal. How would you react to that?
We've actually done a duet together when I was a
Damn.
kid. Mere buddy from Bhutnath is our duet together.
Oh.
But
I honestly didn't know this.
No,
I didn't know this. Yeah.
That's one of my first songs as a child playback singer.
Oh.
Bhutnath. So he rapped in that song for the very first time and we did that together as a duet. But you're saying that in a scenario where he wants me to sing for him?
Yeah, see your situation.
Oh God. Are you saying which song would I select or no?
Yeah, if you are saying, then you have to sing the song for me if you want to, or you can give me an answer.
I'm really bad at this game.
Last question is coming.
I don't know if I'll be able to voice for him. I don't have that deeper voice. I would pull an Amal and say it's me. Amal has a deeper voice.
Oh, nice answer. That's good. Ghar mein hi business rakhenge, Amit ji.
Thinking
Why
quick
not?
on my feet.
You're being quick on your feet. Okay, last question. You get stuck in an elevator with Udit Narayan, what would you do?
Oh God.
You can sing a song.
This is just...
Sing a song.
Yeah, cool. I'll sing Pan Nasha 2.0.
So
what
sing.
else?
That's the moment. Let's get in the guitar and we get you to sing Pan Nasha 2.0. Fab. Listen, you did a good job with the game. I thought I'll put you in bad situations. Okay. For everybody watching, Armaan's here playing Pan Nasha 2.0 just for you guys.
पहला नशा पहला खुमार नया प्यार है नया इंतजार कर लूं मैं क्या अपना ऐ दिल बेकरार मेरे दिल बेकरार तू ही बता जान ले तू जान है मेरी तू ही
Thank you.
Thank you.
See, perks of doing an interview and being a journalist. मेरा private concert हो गया यहाँ पे, which ideally you would charge for. But well, Armaan, thank you so much. You've been such a sport. You've
Thank you
been
for
so
having me.
honest and loved the song. Always a supporter. Always going to be one. And I'm sure everybody watching also feels the same. Looking forward to Pan Nasha 2.0.
Thanks a lot. Lots of love.
Lots of love. Thank you.